Good morning, beautiful sunny morning in Lura. And we have the topic this morning of silence. And such a beautiful topic. And really all meditation is silence, because we keep very silent and we just let the thoughts come smoothly and gently into our minds, and it calms us down. And there's a beautiful feeling of just being. So I think you'll enjoy these meditations on silence. And just remember, don't speak unless it's something really that's going to bring benefit, either to yourself or to someone else. But a lot of the time we spend wasting our thoughts, speaking about unnecessary thoughts or waste thoughts or thoughts about worrying. What if this happens? What if that happens? And we lose our silence, and so we lose our peace. And peace and silence are so related. And peace, serenity, tranquility, all those virtues belong to every one of us. And I think we can all speak a lot less. And whatever we say has then a lot more meaning and a lot more relevance. So if we don't speak, unless it's something kind, unless it's something necessary, unless it's something from the heart. So we can, from today on, make a little mantra for ourselves: speak less, speak softly, speak sweetly, and enjoy silence. Thank you.
In the world today, there are so many crises, so many sorrows, so many disappointments, a great deal of imbalance, a great deal of disease, emotionally, mentally, physically. And it seems that everything needs a healing touch. And where do we begin to heal ourselves? We begin to heal ourselves by the way we think, and also the attitudes that we hold towards ourselves and towards life. And so in this meditation commentary on healing, we will look at the medicines that we need in order to heal the pain, the bitterness, the loneliness, whatever it is that we are feeling. And true healing begins in silence, and true healing begins from within. Silence heals. In the next few moments, let me sit in a relaxed position. Let me breathe deeply. Let me become free from other thoughts and begin to understand what it is that I want to be healed of. whatever medicine I may need. Let me understand that it is within me. If I feel bitterness and resentment because of the past, because of what people have said or done, and I don't want to carry this resentment anymore, it has become a burden. It has interfered with my happiness. Then let me use the medicine of forgiveness. Let me forgive myself. Let me forgive others of the past. Let me learn from the past, but also let me forget the past. 3 words: learn, forgive, and forget. Let me be generous towards myself and towards others. And gradually, as I see the value of forgiveness, I become lighter. The disease of anger and irritation. How often do I become angry with others or even with myself? Why do I have this anger, this irritation, this lack of patience? Because someone doesn't fulfill my expectations. They are not doing this. They should be doing that. I must let go. And in the place of anger and irritation, let me use patience and acceptance. When I am patient, then there will be cooperation from others. When there is acceptance of difference, then there will be harmony in relationships. Let me keep putting this thought in my mind that today, let me practice patience and acceptance. To heal hopelessness and loneliness. Life is often full of disappointments, and it's difficult to trust life again. But the great medicine of faith and optimism allow me to go beyond these barriers. Faith in myself, faith in life will bring a positivity of vision and optimism. When I am optimistic, I make difficult things easy. I make big things small and therefore manageable. Faith comes when I love myself. Faith doesn't mean that I analyze and have to understand every detail. Faith means that there is an inner knowing. I know that if I try for the best or the positive, it will work. It may take its time, but it will work. I become lonely when I lose communication with myself and with others, when I have the fear to trust and involve myself again. Loneliness brings isolation. Loneliness makes me concentrate on what's wrong with life. Loneliness makes me live too much in my own world. And to overcome loneliness, let me use the medicine of tolerance. Let me use the medicine of openness. It's like a bud. When it opens to the sunlight, a very beautiful flower is revealed. In the same way, with trust, as I open myself to life, as I have the courage to try again, even if there have been disappointments, this courage to try will enable me to communicate with freshness, with newness, and gradually understand I am not alone. I belong to myself, and I belong to the human family. And with this sense of belonging, there is inner security and renewed faith. Healing begins not only with using these medicines, but also with using determined and positive thoughts. I am positive. I am peaceful. I am a forgiving person. I am a patient person. Let me repeat these thoughts to myself, believing them and using them. Space for quietness. Taking just a minute, I sit comfortably, quiet and still. In the quietness, I watch my mind. I feel my senses. Gently, I speak to them. For a moment, stop. Just stop. Relax. And be calm. Become free of hearing, seeing, doing. Just stop. Now, I am in peace. I am serene. I am quiet.
I sit relaxed and breathe deeply. I slowly let go of all the tension I feel in my body. I pay attention especially to my shoulders. Are they loose and relaxed? My hands, my feet, my stomach. I breathe in and out gently. I have all the time in the world. There's nowhere I need to go, nothing I need to do. I sit here with myself, relaxed and peaceful. I take a look at my thoughts and calm them down by concentrating on a few simple, positive thoughts about myself. I see myself in a positive way, in a new way, as if today I see myself for the first time. When I look at myself in this new way, I see myself in my original form, without stress or resistance, detached and yet fully involved. I recognize the energy of my own thinking and realize its power and potential. Everything I think about myself, I will experience. I will bring into practice, and so I shall become. I am what I think. That's why it's so important that my ideas about myself are crystal clear and positive, because in this way I create a new personality. I look at myself and see inner peace, a natural inner silence, balance, and inner strength. Whatever I choose to think about, I can think about. I can finish these thoughts and concentrate on those. I choose the subject, and this is where my thoughts go to. These thoughts then become a thought pattern. If I think about myself in a new way, a positive way, then a positive thought pattern is developed, and this pattern will then become natural. I see myself as a tranquil personality, very quiet inside and relaxed. I am the one who decides what happens in my life. From this deep inner calmness, I take decisions that are important in my life. With this newly found strength and direction, I can catch and change the rush of my thoughts when things get out of hand or if I panic. By creating silent, positive thoughts, I can calm down. A natural quietness, a state of peace which is part of my original personality. The peace I am looking for, I find within myself. I only have to concentrate on it, and through the concentration of these thoughts, I will go into the feeling and will experience this peace. So peaceful, so quiet inside. Even the greatest chaos in my mind, even the highest speed of thinking, I can calm down by repeating these same thoughts about myself. I am peace. I am silence. I am balance.
Who am I? Am I just this body? When I look into a mirror, what am I looking at? Is that me? Is there more to me than my body? I am aware of my body's shape and size, its appearance, its state of health, how it feels sitting in this chair. But who am I? When I introduce myself to others, how do I let them know who I am? I may start with my name, my occupation, my family, my age, my address, and other descriptions about my life. These are all external descriptions of me. Is there more to me than this? Who am I? I am aware of my memories, my experiences in life, the things I have done, the people who have affected me, and the places and events that have influenced me. These all make up my inner world, my inner identity. All my experiences and interactions have shaped my personality and give rise to my thoughts and feelings. I ask myself, is there still a deeper aspect to my identity? Is there an eternal part of me that is unaffected by relationships and the world around me? What is my spiritual identity? Who am I? My spiritual identity, my eternal identity is soul. I am a soul, a being of energy. My appearance is like a tiny star, a radiant being of pure energy. A spiritual being giving life to this physical body. I imagine how I would look separate from my body. I picture myself as a being of light, like a star, a tiny star, like the stars in the night sky. When I look at those stars, I feel a sense of peace and tranquility. Those stars in the sky are enormous worlds, but so far away from us that they seem like mere tiny sparkling points. There is an enormous world that makes up who I am, and that too is all contained within a tiny, tiny star. I imagine myself free from all the influences of my life, floating free as a star. Pure, radiant, peaceful energy. Away from who am I? I am a being of peace. My spiritual identity is soul, and the nature of soul is peace. Not a momentary absence of disturbance, but a real and permanent peace. The nature of soul is love, not a needy, superficial love, but a lasting, spiritual love. I reconnect
with my spiritual identity, with my true nature of peace and love. When I'm caught up in the world and its events, and the roles and responsibilities that make up my daily life, sometimes I feel separated from my true self and my nature of peace and love. In this quiet moment, I remember that I am a spiritual being of peace and love. This is the real me, my eternal identity. It feels good to be at peace. I will come again soon to this inner solitude and reaffirm my identity as a peaceful, loving soul. Now it's time to continue with my day. So I prepare to reconnect with the world. The more I get to know my spiritual self in solitude, the more I can be myself when there are others around. The more I appreciate who I am, the easier it is to see others for who they are. Each one of us a unique being. Each of us a spiritual being, doing our best to face the challenges of worldly life. I sense once more that I'm sitting inside this body. My energy returns, and I know who I am.
I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed those quiet meditations. And we need to realize that we actually need to silence the chatter in our own minds, the endless chatter. So if we can practice just having a thought and just letting that thought continue, and not all the time put another thought, another thought, another thought. If we can just slow down and take it quietly and just enjoy the peace that the world offers. Make sure you get some time in a garden, with flowers and trees, quiet place where you can just sit, or a quiet place at home, a little corner that you can use for meditation, and just keep saying to yourself, I am peace. I am love. I am silence. And get that feeling of love for the self. Okay, thank you, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.